are no bandits.
It all began in the woods, with Sugo father and sisters traveling through the woods. His sisters were scared of bandits and monsters lurking in such dangerous woods. As his father tried to comfort them, he was attacked and killed by a monster. Sugo's sisters ran out of the carriage, but were also killed by the monsters. Sugo was saved by a strange man. The man attacked the monsters, but was almost defeated until he drank a potion which transformed him to a monster-like being, and he was able to defeat the monster, but before it died it spewed some incantations. Sugo realized that the strange man who saved him was a witcher. Welcome to It's Mythical. We are recapping the animation titled Witcher, Nightmare of the Wolves. In the king's court, a witch called Tetra charges the witchers with staging monster attacks so that they can get paid, and she also suggested to the king that the witchers' village be raided and destroyed due to their offenses. The king dismissed her charges until evidence is provided. In another scene, Vesemir, a witcher, was greeted by an elf named Filavandrel. The elf told him about the sudden disappearance of young elf girls from their ranks and asked Vesemir for a favor. But because he couldn't pay, Vesemir rejected. Disappointed, Filavandrel left, saying if the witchers cared more about people than coins, the world would have been a better place. Vesemir at this moment recalled his past, how he was the son of a slave, and also how his master's wife was possessed by a demon. A witcher appeared at the scene and ushered them out, but he chose to remain, so he can see how the witcher cast out demons. The witcher allowed him and told him to catch the critter as it comes out of his possessed mistress. As the demon was casted out, Vesemir couldn't capture it as it changes into the image of the girl he loved. The demon was about to escape when the witcher suddenly swung a sword at it, killing it in the process. The slave was surprised at the amount of gold coins that was paid to the witcher as the witcher tossed out 2 gold coins at him. Vesemir told the witcher that he wants to become one of them, but the witcher asked him about his girl, and this made him hesitate. The witcher deemed him unworthy and rides on. He met his girl, Ayana, who happened to also be a slave, and discussed his intention in wanting to be a witcher. Ayana, disappointed, left the scene. In the night, Vesemir sneaked out in order to follow his newfound dreams of becoming a witcher. At Kaer Morhen, Vesemir met his colleague Luca as they observed the new recruits. Vesemir was appointed to teach fencing to the recruits. Back at the village, Tetra and the villagers were met with the shocking presence of the carcass of one of the villagers. The villagers suspected it was a Liachern, but Tetra felt it was the witcher's doing. The recruits were practicing when Vesemir entered. One of the recruits attacked him because they have not been fed for weeks, but Vesemir quickly launched at him and put him in his place. Vesemir recalled his time as a recruit and the horrors they had to go through. He recalled how they slept one night and woke in a dangerous swamp. The boys felt it was a test. As their medallion began to vibrate, demons from the swamp attacked the recruits and killed most of them. Vesemir passed out and woke in the witcher's lair where his wounds were tended to. Still groaning from pain, he managed to stand, and on moving around, he saw the medallion of his slain comrades, which made him weep bitterly. Still weeping, the medallion vibrated, which led him downstairs to a secret door. The door led him to the witcher's secret laboratory. There he met a mage and also found out since the gradual extinction of monsters, mages bioengineered new monsters and created witchers to kill them for profit. They made him a witcher by injecting a poisonous substance which killed him and resurrected him as a witcher. And as he slew more monsters, he became richer and slightly arrogant. Vesemir and Luca were hanging out in a bar when some knights approached and infuriated them, and the witchers slayed them. The witchers were arrested and in the court. Tetra suggested that the witchers should be killed for killing the knights, but the king didn't give her a listening ear. Guards ushered Vesemir out of the cell and took him to a room. There he met Ayana, his girlfriend from his past. She had aged, unlike the witchers whom their magic keeps them from aging quickly. They exchanged pleasantries and Ayana gave him an order from the king to go with Tetra into the woods to find out what has been killing his people. Tetra was reluctant to go with him, but she went anyway. In the woods they met Kitsu, a strange elf and monster whose power of illusion was unnatural. They were attacked but were able to evade the monsters. They went inside a cave and found Filavandrel, Vesemir's elf friend, and they untied him. During the investigation together, they found out Kitsu was created with mutagenic alchemy, same way the witchers were created. This means the mages at Kaer Morhen were responsible for the death of the people. Tetra informed the king and the angered king beheaded Luca and waged war on the Witchers at Kaer Morhen. Tetra arrived with a mob to attack the Witchers. She had been secretly working with Kitsa to make sure she put an end to the Witchers because her mother was murdered by one. With Kitsa help, she defeated and destroyed the Witchers as Ayanna quickly guided the new recruits to an escape route through a tunnel. Tetra rounded up the mages to kill when Vesemir appeared, but Kitsa filled his mind with illusion and he struck Ayanna thinking it was Tetra. He was almost killed by Tetra when one of his colleagues struck and killed her. He escaped with Ayanna and she died in his arms. Vesemir then led the recruits to new training ground, and that was how the movie ended. If you love animations, please like, share, and subscribe to It's Mythical for more mind-blowing animations.